Oh, good morning, all you pretty babies out there in internet land. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Rachel McNeil, Paul Gerke, James Quinones.
Guilty as charged.
Vanessa Ramirez chilling out at the table today. They moved us off the couch. We were getting too comfortable, too friendly yesterday.
I like this little setting. It's
Yeah.
cozy.
It's
I
different.
don't like this. Yeah.
I like having the table so we can all put our phones here, and then at some point, someone can move this and all the phones fall down.
Oh,
That.
thanks.
You got to have your little popper stopper.
Oh, see, her stayed up. Yeah, she's got it figured out. You
Well
broke
ahead
the
of you.
system.
I have a Samsung and you just cracked the screen.
Yeah.
You broke the whole thing.
At least it didn't blow up like the Galaxy Note used to do, right?
Oh my
Jeez,
gosh,
oh,
can you
Pete.
imagine?
Apparently,
Not
there's
good.
some new issue now with the folding phone. Is that a Samsung product?
Yeah, I
Flip
think
phone,
so.
you mean?
Yeah.
Why can't we just call it?
No, it's not a flip. They created it where the screen folds.
Yeah.
So imagine taking this phone and being able to fold it in half. Apparently, it's not working very well because
Yeah.
folding screens in half is not a concept we
Great
figured out
plan.
yet.
Yeah, I feel like we figured that out early.
I don't know.
I'm always ready to go back to flip phones. Simplicity.
I know,
Really?
Isn't it nice?
Oh my gosh.
Amen.
It's like too much stuff.
You're
But remember
preaching
when
to
you have to
the choir.
text back in the day and to get a letter you have to like hit it 3 times?
Oh, I got so good at that. The ABC
I know,
technique.
right?
Yeah.
You had to have a code in those days.
Yeah.
Didn't take that time.
And I had to have a beeper. You didn't
Yeah.
have a beeper, right?
I did not have a beeper. I missed the beeper by just a little bit, but my
Yeah.
dad had a beeper.
Yeah.
And when the beeper would go off, you knew it was serious business.
Oh, boy.
Nobody would beep Mr. James Quinones unless they needed him.
Weather emergencies.
I miss my beeper. Yeah, it was my first job in Albuquerque.
Big
and, you know,
time.
it's a photographer, and they're like, this is your beeper. I remember I didn't expect that I was going to get one. He's like, chief photographer. I was a
Yeah.
photographer. He's like, here's your beeper. I was like,
No, you're big time now, man.
and of course, all I could think of was giving it to my friends for social reasons.
Right.
Page me.
Beep me if you need
See
me.
you later.
Quick question. So somebody Instagrammed me. And
Venus.
they said, anyone
who's that
know
guy?
what this bright object was below the moon this morning? Any meteorologist? And they tagged me and Jimmy.
Come
So
look at this
Jimmy,
That
steady
would be
cam,
an
Mike. Come look at
Yeah.
this picture.
astrologist,
What is
okay?
that?
Nobody text Vanessa for the
Yeah,
next 10
don't text me
seconds.
for 2 seconds.
Venus.
Okay,
Let's
so they're pointing at a little. I can't.
There it goes. There it goes.
There you go.
So there's a little spot under the moon.
You
this
can't really
morning.
see it there, but
Yeah.
trust me, there is a spot. It looks like a lens flare of some kind.
I can tweet it out. And so yeah, he was wondering
is it?
what that.
It's a
would
planet,
be.
right, JQ? Is that Venus?
Venus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, we don't deal in the stars. People crack up. Can we talk to a meteorologist? Well, I don't. That's not us. We deal in the troposphere, the lower levels of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's like-
You don't go on
People
much
are always
higher.
like,
Well-
what's with that asteroid up there? I don't know. D79.
I feel like
you
it
know,
should be
it's
in
a
the
near
same
miss.
family, though, like overreaching umbrella of all things.
I appreciate it. It's nice.
Correct.
You know, I also take seriously. I will take medical questions if you have anything. Specifically.
It's a little dangerous.
Or, yeah, maybe. There's
shouldn't take his
liability there.
advice. Yeah.
Only as related to weather.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, everybody always asks me about the weather too, and I'm like, no, I deal with the freeways, like the car accidents, and they're like, oh, you told us the weather's gonna be great today. I'm like, that was
No.
Jimmy.
It's a whole chroma key thing throws
Yeah,
people off. It's
it
like
does.
you guys are related.
I'm like, I deal with the 101, the 51, the I-10, beep beep. And everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
You do deal with cars a lot, and that's actually right on topic with what we want to talk with the people about today. Apparently, we love our cars. There's this new survey that just came out. It shows that 64% of us, it's almost 2/3,
Yeah.
consider our car a friend.
Okay.
And nearly half of us have given it a name. Of course, your friends have to have names. So if you have a name for your car and a story behind it, hop in the comments section and
people
share
have
it
been
with
sending.
us. We've
What
got
do you got?
some. Kimberly says Gigi's Wagon. Kimberly, how is it Gigi's Wagon? Is that
Ooh, nice.
is Gigi a nickname that you were given? Is that short for something else? I'd love to know. My Hummer H3 is named Sheila, says Mary.
Sheila.
Why Sheila? It has to be
Yeah.
a lady's name, though, right? That's the rule?
I
My
think so.
14-year-old's
We're strong.
Pathfinder, we called it the PF Chang Finder. Love me a Pathfinder.
cute.
That was like my first car.
Really?
Yeah, I always have giant cars because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a terrible driver.
So
So
you
I
need
don't know
to,
it's
like-
more to protect me or the people around me, but yeah. So I always have a ginormous car that never has a name.
First car.
A Honda Civic.
Did it have a name?
I don't remember. Oh, it was in a car club. So we've showed this picture. I don't know if you
Yeah, I think I've
showed
seen it.
But it was the car club was called like Girly Girl Racing. So on the hood it said Girly Girl
Cute.
Racing on there. It was like glitter purple.
Of course.
So, it was
Couldn't be anything else.
Yeah.
Silver VW Bug, 1976. Silver VW Bug.
Fine year.
I
You
loved
like
it.
a good bug.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it. I was actually looking the price of them. I would love to get one now.
Yeah.
But back then I couldn't wait to get rid of it. There's not a lot of street credit with that. Taking a girl out on a date in a bug.
They go slow,
When your
too.
buddy
They're
safe.
when your buddy has a
You know
Mustang.
the guy driving a bug is going to be safe
yeah,
date.
that's exactly
Yeah.
what girls are looking for. in their teens and early 20s. They want
Yeah.
a safe guy.
Right.
Yeah,
Someone
I think
for the
that's a
long
good
haul.
thing. That's a selling point.
Oh,
Economical.
Jimmy, I hear these are really easy to maintenance.
Good
I hear
gas.
Sexy,
the
but
parts are
safe.
readily available.
Change the tire.
My friend had one growing up too, and it would always get stuck when
Yeah.
she was
Oh,
trying
and
to
the
change
gears,
the gears.
yeah.
I was like, okay.
2000 Dodge Neon. Inherited it from dad with over 100,000 miles on it.
Wow.
I got
Wow.
it. It was up over 250 by the time it finally died. I sold it for $300 cash in a parking lot at a grocery store.
That was a steal.
I hope that car's still around somewhere. I doubt it though.
Probably not.
Probably in a trash heap somewhere. Jess says my 55 Chevy, called it Green Hornet. I like it. Oh, Kimberly elaborated on Gigi's wagon.
Okay.
I like the
Had a
backstory.
smaller SUV. First grandson came along. Not enough room for the dog, baby, and all his stuff, so had to get the big SUV, the Yukon, Gigi's wagon, or Hudson's Taxi, as she calls it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
For sharing that story with us. Aslan says 1991 Infiniti M30 95K has an O-ring leak on the front injector, and I'll keep the nickname that he gave her private. You can read it in the comment section. That's the problem when you start reading someone's
I know.
comment and they go somewhere where you can't really say where
I'm
it
kind
went.
of scared of some of these. I'm like,
Some of these sound like
Definitely, you guys are
ethnic
creative.
names.
That's good.
Tracy says my husband's truck is named Charlie Brown. His old yellow Cordova was Woodstock, and his truck is brown.
We were kind of saying this in the breaks of the show today, but my car's nicknames up until this point have always just been Betsy as like a term of endearment when she's puttering out, because I've only driven beaters.
Oh,
So,
no.
Betsy, get us there. Don't die on me, Betsy.
Bleeding.
Betsy, we're almost home.
I can't come up with the name. Like, I can't.
Your
I
new
don't.
I think I've named cars in the past, but one of those things where, you just forget about it within 3 weeks. And I'm like,
Right.
"Can I call this thing again?"
Exactly.
Just didn't stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just say she. I'm like, she's doing well.
Yeah.
She's getting me from A to B. She's pretty. I'm like, look at her. She's pretty.
James says his big white Silverado is called the Yeti. That's an awesome
Yeah,
nickname
that
for
is a cool
car.
name
Bravo.
for a car. I just
right.
call her my girl.
My girl.
My girl.
That's sweet.
Thanks for sharing, Terry. We'll get to some more of your comments in just a
Yeah.
second, but we got some other segments to get to on the show, including our ICYMI. In case you missed the program today in AZ this morning, every morning from 4:30 till 7 a.m., you may have missed one of our favorite moments involving something trending online right now. Check this out. Trending online right now, the National Cybersecurity Center is releasing their list of most hacked passwords. And yes, millions of people are still using a password like 123456. Is it you? Don't let it be you. There are some other interesting passwords on that list, though. Some of our favorites compiled here by CNN include Superman, Cowboys 1, and Blink 182. I mean, I guess if you capitalize the B, it meets all those requirements, right? A capital letter, lowercase letters, some numbers. The members of the band actually weighed in on this, including Mark Hoppus, whose response is just, you guys. They're very concerned for you. Like, maybe don't use Blink 182 as a password. Matt says, passwords created in 1998, clearly. Nobody wants to change them and have to remember a new password, right? I like this response, though, from Jen. And phew, I am safe with Nickelback 2008.
Nice.
Womp, womp, womp. Let's see this one, Aloha. Sue CNN for revealing my private information. Yeah, don't post everyone's passwords. Can you believe this? It's all band names. Slipknot, Metallica, Eminem. I'm not going to ask what yours is, Rachel, because you're such an honest person. I'm afraid you might share it with me.
No, mine are pretty obvious, I'll tell you that. But I haven't tapped into the whole band thing, so I'm actually inspired right now. I'm thinking.
Don't
the wheels
do
are
it.
turning.
Don't do it.
Very slowly.
And text us your password, 602. No, don't. Please don't text us
Please
your
don't.
password. I like having a password that you can just, like, modify. We were griping about
Yes,
this
yeah.
morning. Because every 60 days, the company makes you
That's
change
a
it.
lot. That's a lot of passwords.
It is a lot of them. I'm like, I can't
Yeah.
handle this.
So-
Mine, you just tweak on other ones you've already used until they keep kicking you out.
Right.
Like, you've already used that. It's too close. We don't like you anymore. And so I keep trying and trying. But
But
yeah.
then it doesn't let you if it's too similar,
Right.
yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, right? So the only other alternative is literally writing the password down somewhere, and
I have
that
to write
defeats
it.
the purpose.
Yeah.
Like, having a written copy of your passwords is no more secure than having to change it over and over again.
I have a book somewhere that
Did you
that
write
has
it? Or did you
all
read it?
your
Oh, okay.
passwords.
No, all the passwords are in the back because I
Black
forget
book?
them all. This is
Black-
for
a little black
everything.
book.
Everything you need to sign up for, pay a bill.
Why are there 4 stars, by the way?
Great meteorologist. What rave reviews?
Wait,
Interested in the
1.5 stars? What the hell does that mean? One the
Sad
highest?
face.
No, that's,
down.
that's negative 1.5. There's a
hell
minus
is this?
sign
Oh
there.
my goodness, you guys.
I know. It's too much because every website I'm always like, forgot password, and then you got to go in and then you got to
Yeah.
reset, and
Set
you're
it.
doing that whole thing. I'm like, I'm just trying to go to the grocery store and get a coupon. That's it.
The worst ones
Reset.
are those that make you use unique usernames too. So you can't just put your email in. It has to be. Now I have 2 things that I can't remember.
With
so
an
thanks a
asterisk
lot.
or with
of
some
course.
symbol.
Yeah.
And I can't deal with it. I want to go back to the old days when we were just doing pieces of paper. You
Well,
know?
here's the
That would be a lot
alternative.
better.
Signature.
So what about like Face ID and stuff? So like the new iPhones will do that. You don't have to put your password in. It recognizes your mug.
Or the
Face
thumb-
ID.
the thumb-
Can't
the
that be
thumbprint?
enough? Can't that just be enough?
Yeah, I like the thumbprint more so because I can't tell you how many times I open my phone in the dark and the phone
my
doesn't
gosh.
recognize me and I got to type the password in.
But how about when your phone's cockeyed and then your thumbprint's kind of crooked? So
Yes.
I I'm getting lazy here. I got to
First
straighten the
world
phone
problems,
out.
yeah.
I got to put it there.
So much annoying to turn the phone
Man.
perpendicular. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Some fresh squeezed juice. Vanessa, what you got for us?
All right, guys, I like this one. Keep your friends close and your food closer. A new survey finds 38% of people have admitted to stealing food from a coworker.
Who is doing that?
Nobody
We
here
have,
would
wait,
be guilty
we have
of
a
that.
story about this. Wait, it's gotten so bad. Some of those who were surveyed said they stopped bringing their lunch to work.
It's horrible.
This is what they're taking: candy, potato
hungry
chips,
every
and
day.
fruit were the top 3 snacks to magically disappear from your
gosh,
desk. Okay, so we have a story that we shared 50 times.
Let's go 51.
So we'll do 51
Do it
because
again.
Rachel, you're new. Go ahead.
Story time. Cue up the graphic.
This is a
Let's see it.
cautionary tale, though, for the
It is a cautionary
employee.
tale.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to sit here with my arms crossed. We're going to put your face on
add
this
your
graphic
face.
soon.
Who's doing it? Am I doing this?
Tell it, baby. I'm going to interrupt you every time you
There
try
is
to
an
fudge the
area
truth.
in every television station called a common area. And sometimes it can even be a common refrigerator. If you stick something in that refrigerator, non-Tupperware,
Right.
like pizza boxes, because
Sure.
everyone gets pizza. And
Theoretically, of course.
Yeah, whatever.
A pizza
Say
box,
it's a
let's
pizza
say.
box.
Yeah.
So it was a Monday or Tuesday. I come in here and I've never seen this box.
was
This is
a
an
Tuesday,
interesting box.
'cause I was off on Monday,
He
yeah.
remembers it. I think we're talking.
It was
you're
extremely
getting a clear picture
traumatizing.
about this.
Theoretically.
I'm hungry as heck.
Right.
I'm
Who
off.
is?
I'm off my diet big time. So I look. This is a weird box. Jets Pizza. I think this stuff is really rare to get.
Yeah.
They must have ordered it for the crew last night because the crew eats and then they throw it in. It's up for grabs. I open it, took a slice, and it really was very delicious. As a matter of
just
fact,
went in?
I
He
had
just went
2
for
more
it.
slices. Well, I
Yeah,
heated
yeah.
it up and
Heated
stuff.
it
I
up,
had
and
2
then he
more
brought it back in
slices.
here.
And then he got
And I
Vanessa.
came
He
back
tipped
in
Vanessa off.
So I accidentally called him out because I'm like, oh, Jimmy, that smells good. Where'd you get that pizza?
So there's some pizza in the
His
refrigerator.
ears perk up and he goes,
gosh.
what pizza did you just get?
And I hear him scream, "No!"
I fell to
he
my
was
knees in the middle of the show,
He was
weeping.
hurt. I'm like, oh yeah, it was horrible. He took his scripts; they were up. He was eating his piece of paper. And
Gosh.
the lesson here is don't ever leave your food in a common area.
No, that's
You have to
not
write your
the
name on it.
lesson.
Thank
That's
you.
not the lesson.
You have to write your
I'm
name on it.
embarrassed.
If you don't write your name on it, in this
television,
area,
in the television
because there's
station?
so much food here all the
write your
time.
name
Put it anywhere.
Yeah.
I could put some Snickers right up there. Right,
No.
come back, it'll be gone.
See,
As
we
it
had
should.
a
Seriously.
Snap Kitchen thief at our last place, and you know, Snap Kitchen's like $8, right?
Sure.
When you get a meal, so you buy those things, that's like gold, and that's your meal for a day because you're usually on a diet if you're buying it in the first place. So you look forward to that sad little meal for $8. Someone would take it out of the common fridge.
Oh no.
Yeah, I feel like it's punishable by crime, jail time.
They caught
Don't
somebody
steal.
here taking some food.
Not
Did he
you?
get in trouble? Nope. But this guy was horrendously, like, anorexically skinny. It was hilarious. And I don't
the
know
guy
what
who
the
puts
deal
it
was.
down.
He's the nicest guy. I still love him to this day. But
Yeah.
yeah, they I guess he had a camera on
what
one
you're
of the
talking
things.
about.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
And he doesn't work here anymore. And I was like, and not because of that, not because of that. He's great too.
Well,
But they
maybe.
said, and then my other buddy who works upstairs, Charlie. Now this is where you cross the line. He had a Tupperware dish. Charlie's, you know, he's a stay-home mom. He's raising his kids. He's doing the right thing. He brings his little Tupperware of pasta, and he's such a nice guy from Chicago. He says, you know, the nice thing was, Jimmy, they left it in the sink so I could wash it up.
Oh my gosh.
It was really nice of them. You know,
No.
they could have just put it back up there, but you know, they finished it and they had it in the sink
Oh
so I
my
could
gosh.
clean it.
I would be so. It's like
Tupperware
the
dish.
Catholic guilt. I could never
Yeah.
do something like that. I couldn't do it.
I mean, you know it's not yours. So like
Yeah.
a pile of Snickers
I
bars,
couldn't
you're
enjoy
assuming
it.
it's for everyone.
Right.
But
Good conscience.
a very personal Tupperware in a
Yeah,
Oh,
that
like a
is
pizza
going too
box?
far.
Yeah. So
The pizza box is
So
you
the
can get away
Jets
with.
pizza was from where? Was this like a special
okay,
order?
okay,
or
all right.
what?
So there's a little context to this story, right? So there's a Jets Pizza. There's actually 2 locations here in Arizona, but it's a Midwest franchise.
Okay.
So when I was fun employed before I took this job, my little brother's a manager at a Jets Pizza in my hometown. I was working under the table as a pizza worker in my 30s while I waited for my agent to figure things out before I signed here. So I had eaten a ton of Jets that summer,
Jets.
and I hadn't had it in like a year, and I found out there was one out here, and so me and the girl I was seeing at the time made a point to go out and get a pizza, and I had some leftovers, and I was excited about it. I almost left them in my car that day, Rachel, and I was like, no, I got to bring them in and put them in the fridge so they don't go bad. And my act of putting in the fridge is what led to Jimmy eating.
They buy so many pizzas for the crew here, and they leave them in the fridge for everybody.
And then I bring in leftover food because I don't want to eat at home. So I'm like,
Right.
hey guys, I have leftover whatever pizza from this
She brings
place.
stuff in Tupperware dishes for people to eat.
I'm like, eat it, and
For
then
sure.
so I could see the.
I'm not. There's no hard feelings.
I don't eat
just so we
anymore.
just told
I
the
don't
story
touch
a
That
thousand
line.
anything
We've
at
times.
work.
heard the story 50 times.
Well,
Not
I'm
50
glad
times.
I know the story now because I'm looking at you differently now. I got to tell you.
Yeah, you don't want to lock your stuff up, you know?
I'm a little traumatized for Paul.
If you ever leave your anchor chair, he's going to come sit in and be like, oh, it's an empty chair.
I know, it's
That
an
was a
empty chair. This
community
looks like my
chair."
size.
Community.
All right, we want to get to some more of your
Yeah, lots
car
of
nicknames
people.
real quick, and then we got 2 other things to get to in the show here. We got a jam-packed show this morning. Beauty and the Beast, Chevy
Yeah.
Tracy and the Transit 3500. Pat calls his car Little White. Melanie, Ruby. Lisa calls the truck Mike. You're going with the guy's name. Why
Mike?
Mike?
I like that.
Pamela says her Camaro is hyper blue in color, so she named him Mr. Blue. Troy said Papa Smurf because his daughter calls it.
Aw,
Granddaughter
that's
calls him. Our daughter.
Lamb Godzilla. Do you have a car that looks like Godzilla? I want to see it.
I like Money Pit till it's paid off, Kathy.
Yeah, that one.
The boat, bust out another 1,000. Christine says my caddy's called Old Lady. My Kia Shortage is named Bad Kitty. Our Lexus does not have a name yet. If you guys want to name Christina's Lexus, this is your opportunity.
I got
to do
one.
so.
A picture. It's one of those things. Like when the
know.
baby comes out, you have to see kind of what they look like, and you got to get a feel for what the car. You got to have a picture.
I've
of the
had a
car.
few pretentious friends, female friends, that name their stupid Mercedes-Benz Benny. Benny. Never pick up Benny.
Nancy said her Malibu is Tootsie Roll.
That's super cute.
I like
cute.
Tracy's here. In high school, an old friend had a vintage Falcon. We couldn't tell if it was maroon or purple, so it was called the Merple Falcon.
Oh, Merple.
Ocean Blue, Silver Fox, and Charlie. Is it Heidi
Silver
said?
Fox, I like
Yeah,
that.
that's a cool one.
I do call my dad's truck, so I still have my dad's truck. I kept it. It's a Ford 250, beat up, big thing,
Yeah.
like strong, and it's still going like with a bajillion miles on it. I call it the Beast. So
That
whenever
is a
I'm driving,
beast,
I'm
though.
like,
It's
that is
earned the
the
title.
beast.
You know what?
Yeah.
I do remember my nickname on my high school car, the Bug. Yeah, I remember it. We called it the Silver Bullet.
The Silver Bullet.
Yep, silver, because I was big back then with the beard.
Right.
Silver Bullet. It wasn't fast.
Right. But it was silver.
But it was silver.
Halfway home.
Yeah.
Got that part right.
To an 80-year-old man, it was a bullet.
Big fan of the show. Russell, he's in here every morning. Says his car is called public transportation.
Nice. Russell's also single.
Yeah, in case we haven't
You
brought
mentioned
that up.
that every
That's
time.
another recurring theme.
Come
here.
on, Russell, you got to change things.
Alicia, Teddy Bell after my grandmother from Tennessee because the car was made in Tennessee. Thank you for all sharing your names
Yeah,
and nicknames
good
of your cars.
ones.
If you want to hop in the comment section and add a few more, I'm sure the people would love to hear from you. In the interim, we have an extra shot. My first online clue as to where Brooke is going Friday. Listen up, everybody. Try to pick out the clues in this video.
You know where me had her, the sun is coming down, so I wanted to show.
So I hear you're going on a trip.
I am going on a trip, but come to think of it, Trisha, it's been a long year. Would you rather go instead of me? Because I have a lot I could do at the office.
I have a shoot right now. Maybe next time. But where is Gerke going?
Well, since you're not going to help me out, I guess you'll have to wait until Friday to find out. There are, and I'm just telling you, I'm telling you people this. The clues are
coffee
subtle.
club?
No.
Coffee club?
Listen.
He's going to Seattle. He's going to Seattle because of the coffee.
Stop it. There are 3 or 4 distinct clues in that video. There are also 1 or 2 purposely misleading clues. Watch it again. It's posted on my Facebook page. What you're going to want to do, there's
Like the clue with the sign in the back that I said that said South Africa.
Yeah, wrong. Yeah, that's it. So there's going to be 3 of these videos each week during each trip for Where's Gerke Going. If you watch all 3 of those videos, by the time they're released, I'm pretty confident that most of you can figure out where I'm headed. Because you'll notice some similarities in the clues, and you'll be able to pick out which ones are not actual clues and which ones are purposefully trying to misguide you. It's a little bit of a game we're playing here. It's a little next level
like
stuff.
it. I like little
Thank you.
teasers.
Using your coffee cup, so I think that
Okay,
one's
well,
like.
I'm not saying a darn thing.
I think there's a lot of trickery.
There's all sorts of trickery. Watch the video
Yeah.
again. Get your guesses in.
That's good.
I like it. I like the clues. I'm clueless right now, but I like the clues.
Back here tomorrow, and then I'm taking off. I'll send a video from my destination on Thursday. Don't miss Where's Gerke Going, starting at 5 a.m. on Friday, each of the next 4 Fridays. We got to wrap things up.
Wait, I like Jim's comment. My car is a Tesla, and her name is Carmen Electra.
Oh, that's good.
That's
a good
epic.
one.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Any
Winner,
final
winner,
thoughts,
chicken
guys?
dinner.
You want to tell the pizza story
Be
again?
kind to your neighbor. And
They
if they
steal
eat your
gay from
pizza,
your
maybe they needed it
coworkers.
more than you.
That's the way I feel about it. My waistline's not missing those extra LBs. Thank you.
Saved
I should be
my
thanking you.
day. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Feel free to pick up that pizza
Tacos.
for me
Taco
anytime.
Tuesdays. Where are we going? Taco Joe?
Oh, yeah, you guys
Taco-
pick.